Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about post-plant situations. Now once that bomb is down, there are a ton of different variables in play that you need to kind of keep in the back of your mind that'll help you decide what you should do and when you should do it. Now as a terrorist, your main goal is not necessarily to kill all of the CTs, and while you definitely do want to try to do that, one, to win the round, and two, to do economical damage to the CTs, your main goal is to just delay the bomb as much as possible to the point where the CTs can no longer defuse it. So there are two pretty huge things that you need to take into consideration once that bomb is down. One, where is the bomb planted? Two, where the CTs are coming from and how many players are alive on each team. So I say how many players are alive on each team because if there's 3 players alive on your team, 3 players alive on the other team, you're going to be playing this post-plant situation a lot more different, whereas if it was a 1 versus 2 or a 1 versus 3. So if it's a, let's say a 3 versus 3, you can play a little bit more aggressively and set up stronger crossfires, so that, let's say a CT coming up from the stairs right here, they're going to see you sitting here or in bathrooms or something, and if you have a teammate over here or by truck, if this guy is focused on you, he can pop out, catch them off guard, and give you the man advantage. So if it's more than one terrorist against about equal CTs, then you are in a much better position to set up those crossfires for the trade kills and try and net yourself the win. Whereas if it's a 1 versus X situation, you have, let's say, you versus 2 or 3 CTs, that is when you're going to want to be much less aggressive under most circumstances. So let's say the bomb is planned right here, and you're playing in bathroom, the CTs are coming into the site, you hear them, you have no reason to peek because the time is against them. You can just kind of play it cool, wait for them to try and find you, and if they do find you, take that aim duel, take them down, and once they know where you are, you can kind of play out the situation and take aim duels. Because they have to peek you, they have to tap the bomb and try and bait you out, and you can kind of just peek out, take some shots at them, get them off that bomb, and delay them as much as possible. And even if you're not able to get the kills, but delay the bomb enough, you've done your job. So take into consideration how many players are alive on each team. Another thing you need to kind of consider is, do I have utilities? Now, if you have a smoke, you plant the bomb, you can kind of smoke off 1 or 2 areas, depending on how many players are alive, and eliminate that angle. Now, that's not to say the CTs won't just kind of go flying balls out through the smoke and try and kill you, but it's one of those situations where you don't necessarily have to worry about that angle as much, and can focus on where the CTs will most likely come from, which would probably be bank or maybe even behind you. So, with those things considered, when should you peek, and when should you be aggressive in a 1 versus X situation? Well, let's say there's like 20 seconds left, you plant the bomb, maybe even, let's say there's 10 seconds left, you plant the bomb, you have to plant it, you don't really have any other options. The CTs are already on rotate because they know you're up here, they hear the plant, they call for the rotate, whatever the situation is, they know where you are 100%, and they're pretty much already on site. That is when you want to be aggressive, because they know where you are, you can kind of juke around this box and try and delay them a little bit, and take the aim duels. But they know where you are, and that is when it's best to not just sit here and allow them to swarm you. That's when you need to try and force the 1v1s and take those battles. And if you're able to force those 1v1 situations, not only are you doing economical damage, you're delaying the bomb, and you're able to very likely win the round if it's like a 1 versus 2. So in a post-plant situation where they know where you are, you want to be aggressive and try and take them down before they swarm you. So hopefully this video kind of made sense. Hopefully I didn't ramble out too much, but as always, thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.